Julia's question is my wife loves me but love is runs. Like the link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's get into this question in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we have a lot to catch up on, man.
That is true.
There's been a lot of stuff going on. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
I like
What? Oh, it's one, Larry got more chickens.
Oh, yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, big Larry since last time I seen him.
Yeah, I had 6. Now there's only 5. One passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think something was genetically wrong with it. Cause
Well,
I mean,
it seemed like it.
it had like shaky legs and shaky leg syndrome. Yeah, don't turn it up too bright because I think Tom needs the light messes up the camera, doesn't it, Tom?
Yeah, so
Is that good, that light? Because it's kind of dark out here.
a little bit, but the light's gonna be constantly flipping
we turn
around
it off
because of the direction of all of it. No, put it back on.
Turn it on. Put it back on. Turn it on. Put it back on.
Well, all the light's going in this direction,
Is that
so if
good
I'm
then?
like here, we're fine.
Oh, you just slide back a little bit in the corner. I'm gonna sit down and relax.
I mean, you
That
can.
looks expensive.
Nah, it's not that bad. It's
No. What, chicken
it's
feed?
like $10 for that. But they go through a lot of it. They,
Yeah, like how long will it take them to get through that bag?
Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe right now.
After that,
Right now, the
much is
bigger
that
they
bag?
get, the more that they eat. Probably like $10, $13, something like that.
So for 3 weeks, and then when they get older, how much you have to give them to that?
That's my second bag. I just refilled that.
Do you give them different stuff though when they're older?
Not until they're way
Nice.
older than this. Like,
Really?
yeah. I think it has to be like when they're over 8. I think it's over 8, maybe even older than that, 8 weeks. I don't know. I have to go through.
There we go.
I have it saved on my
You
phone.
have a book,
I have a book.
like
Yeah,
a
book.
like a real book.
No, I have. I have it
I was
saved.
kidding. Same thing for.
How many weeks that you're supposed to give them stuff? She's drinking. But
Yeah, they're doing good.
yeah,
They're getting big.
yeah. Oh yeah, they're twice as big as they're
Yeah,
only a
they're way
week old.
different.
They're only a week old.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
For real?
Wait.
Yeah. So let's catch you up on some stuff. Oh, let's
Yeah,
see.
it's been crazy, dude.
So we still have been getting pranked.
Still.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
No, we are getting pranked for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, I did some bad stuff, and see what happened. Jeff came and Terry came over here, and they asked me if I would help them get him.
they sweet talked them.
Wow.
They sweet talked them because they're good at that. They're
Yeah.
really convincing, and they're
And,
really.
I was like between a rock and a hard place because if I would have said no,
Right.
then they would have just came after me, right? So I was like, yeah, okay. So I kind of set Joe up, and I kind of set Tom
I
up.
get it though. I get it because he's like, oh, now I know that I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I get it because when someone's gonna get you, I understand it. I can see exactly why he did what he did.
So I
Because they're sweet talkers. You know Jeff and Terry.
Yeah.
yeah. So the first thing they did is they planted a
They can
egg.
get you from both angles too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop.
They
Yeah.
planted an egg out in the coop, and I went out there and I acted like Tom, and I gave Tom a hard time. I acted like
A
Tom was
real hard time you gave him. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Tom did it. And,
It was a hard-boiled
Tom
egg. He put they hard-boiled it, put it out there, and put poop on it and everything.
yeah, yeah.
Poop.
Wow,
real
really?
poop?
Well, I don't know. It made it look like it was
the chicken
burnt-
poop that was already
Like,
in
it looked
there.
exactly like the egg that you got that was real.
Yeah, yeah. So that was they had.
And drop a like if you want me to react to the video. Drop a like.
Had 3 phases for Joe, and it was that one was the first one. The second one,
But hold on, he skips over. He came at Tom really hard. But then he also then I was on like whatever he found out, and then when I got here, he came up at me really hard. Like it was like I did it,
I had.
and the entire time he did it.
They told me to do this. They had me do this so that I would throw the scent off of them.
It worked though. It worked.
Yeah. So then they put a clown thing out in Joe's car, and they put
Fake beer is
a
a
fake case of
Yeah, it
beer
was funny.
out there, and then I forget what the note even said.
Me too, but it had like a picture of Jesse and me on front, and it had the note in the mouth like a cigarette. I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
forget
don't
the
remember
note
what it
said.
said. I don't remember either. So, but I knew that they were going to do that.
What's the fake case of beer for?
Like they
To
were
make it look like they were getting
like a
hit,
fan, like a fan dropped
Yeah, it's
off.
very psychologically
Yeah,
advanced.
serious. Like, this has got some layers.
Yeah, for sure.
And I knew that they were doing
This is like
doing that. They don't tell me all the little details, like the note and stuff like that. They don't tell me all that stuff. So the third one, which was the biggest one to get them, was they got my package of condoms that I had from when we did the condom challenge. Like what was that? 5 years ago? 6 years ago. I had like 100 of them. So they said they were going to fill them up like water balloons and throw them at him. That's all they told me, right?
You got
No,
hit with condoms?
I did. Full of like flour and water, whatever the white
I didn't
substance
know they
was.
were doing all that. I
And
didn't know they were
then
going to throw
JT
them like
comes
water.
out of nowhere with a bucket full of this concoction and throws it all over me.
Yeah.
It felt and smelled like, I don't know what it felt like, but it smelled like, it doesn't matter what it smelled like. Or
So
it
you
felt
got
like.
hit with condoms, filled with
Yeah, I got,
flour
it was all over. And that's not the worst part, right? So Larry set me up, right? That's
exactly what I'm talking about with you two.
But I get it. He admitted it. It's cool. I understand why he did it.
We
The
were there
worst
under
part
false
was-
pretenses to begin with, because I believe the idea was that we were going to spray paint some of their stuff.
Yeah, well, that was the idea to get everybody over there. I was gonna spray paint Jeff's
He
car.
wasn't going to.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. But that's what I told him. I was gonna go through the car.
They're so psychological with their things. He is pretty clever too, because he got me.
I was
Right.
trying to do all this.
You convinced me to go to where they're going to be without
but-
even convincing me. To,
Who's manipulating who?
I'm getting
Obviously, it was
manipulated.
us being manipulated.
I'm a puppet.
Really?
And then so I told him to go by the fence because I knew that that's where they were going to be. She told me,
Yeah.
get them over there.
It was pretty easy to get me there again.
And I was
Direct
like-
orders, man. Get everybody the fence.
Yeah. And then, well,
Put your hands in the wall.
he's supposed to spray.
Spread them.
He's supposed to spray paint the fence. I was supposed to spray paint Jeff's car.
Right.
But of course it was locked. The shed was, so I couldn't go in there.
Well, of course you couldn't go in there because then you didn't. You knew it was going to happen. So that's why you were so far away when it happened to you. I get it. It's fine, and I understand why you did it. We had this whole conversation. It's fine. But the worst part was, he knows it's going to happen to me, right?
Yeah, so he's watching it.
But he
yeah,
didn't
that's
bring
like,
any
I
towels.
didn't even get to see.
He doesn't bring
myself.
anything else, put anything in the trunk, and then he makes me walk home. He wouldn't let me get in his car because I was covered in salt.
Now
So he
you
makes
want
me-
to drive him home.
No,
he
no.
wouldn't get me around
I
home.
didn't want him in the car because he
Oh,
had jizz all over him. I'm not going to let him in the car
It was
with
flour
that.
and water, but whatever.
Oh,
Well, whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't want that on my upholstery
I mean,
car.
Right, but he
I
knew
don't
it was
blame
coming.
him.
But he
Yeah.
knew it was coming. Why would he bring towels?
Kev, I did ask him. I said, text Nat. I'll go pick you up clothes and bring them back. And he wouldn't
So
do
what was the
that.
big deal? Why don't you just wait?
Because you know how, if I text now and say, hey, Larry's going to come there and grab clothes for me, I'll talk to you about it later. I just got back in the house not that long ago. I'm not trying to stir the pot, dude.
I know. Well, you didn't say that to me. And I didn't think about getting a towel. And I told you that. But you didn't
No,
say.
I know. He couldn't do it because then I would know you were in on it and you didn't know you were in a minute. And I appreciate you being honest. I'm sorry I keep on throwing that in your face. But it started a whole rip between us.
Yeah, Joe quit.
No, I said it in passing, Doran. It was like, that's it. I'm done. I quit. Because
I'm
I was
dead.
mad I
I
had to
quit.
walk home. I don't feel like walking a mile and a half home.
I mean, I feel like
Wet
you guys
clothes.
are going a mile a minute right now. Like you're like fast tracking me
Yeah.
on what just
Well,
happened.
the great news is we're in a great spot right now.
Yeah,
Everything's
we got a lot
copacetic.
of stuff out.
All this happened in the last like
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever, what, 6
7 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, since you've been here, but
A lot has happened.
Yeah.
It really has. If we talk about it, like you think about it,
Yeah.
man, really a lot has happened.
and then the thing is that we got all that straight and everything, and then I come to the realization. Well, not the realization. I found out it is Jeff, Terry, Jesse, JT. They're all together.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
They're all together on this.
All
So
together, yeah.
all this stuff that's been going on all this time has always been them. They did. Remember? Do you remember me saying one time we need to divide and conquer them?
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did to us.
Yeah.
They got
Well,
you.
really?
Look, they started me and Joe getting on each other's back.
Boom.
And then you stopped coming out. Then all of a sudden Joe quits, and it's just me.
Yeah.
And then now everything's okay.
Yeah, it's
and then what
crazy.
happens? Then they get me.
So
Yeah,
Well,
he
first
got,
of all-
bro, he got
Yeah,
nailed.
Yeah, first of all, they put
Dude.
these dolls out on my lounge, and only a few people know that dolls creep me out. Like
you have like a thing.
yeah, it happened from when I was a kid, watching Twilight Zone episode, right? And I poked my sisters, I stabbed their eyes out of their dolls.
Jeez, was this a nightmare you had?
No, he did this when he was a kid.
Yeah, I actually
Oh,
did
you
it
actually
to their dolls
did this.
because I was scared of dolls. Like I
The
was,
lifeless eyes.
yeah, I was scared of dolls. Like they're always looking at me, right? Yeah, it's
It's
deep.
interesting.
Yeah,
it's
So they
interesting.
put these
I
creepy
feel like we're
dolls
getting
out there,
somewhere.
and then
Dr. Phil.
the worst thing, they put crap in the diaper. They had a diaper on
Wow.
and put crap in it.
What's everything? What's up with
Like-
all the poop
like
and the
real poop.
pranks now?
Like,
Poop and
real-
pranks.
Like real
as-
poop.
As soon
That's
as that
crazy.
happened, I was like, oh, this
Real
is gonna-
poop.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
oh
dog
my
poop?
gosh! Like it was like
Yeah.
nauseating poop.
Nobody really knows.
It was terrible.
It was so that's right. So again, so if they're going to this level, then there's
Yeah. So.
all signs point to yes.
Yeah. So well, in my mind, I'm like, who would
So they should
who would ever do poop, right? And I'm like, it's just Jesse and actually JT's the same
That's
way.
it,
They're
Jesse
both
did
of them. Are the first of all, Jesse's always been obsessed with poop. Like he always talks about poop
Wow.
all the time. Like I think he did
Waffle
it.
cakes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put them in the reel.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, Jesse's. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, Jesse's been behind this all along. And then the ultimate thing
He
happens.
hasn't even been around.
Well, that's what we think. He hasn't been
That's
around.
what we thought, because
Yeah.
now we know.
Yeah. So
Q, yeah.
they invite us over for challenges. Well, they came out and helped us out with some challenges and stuff
And they
like
get
that.
and they had a great time. And
Yeah.
they get us all excited about going over there.
Here's one right here. It was the water cannon challenge that we did. It was pretty fun. That one.
Yanks
And,
up a few times.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, we can go over there, have a
Yeah.
great time, and do a challenge with them. We're all excited
and
about it.
they said, you know, we always come out there to do
And drop a like if you want me to react to the challenges. Drop a like.
challenges. Why don't you come out here and do a couple
Change it up
challenges?
a little bit.
So we go out there. We get to their house. Jeff pokes out of the Morton building and he's like, we're doing a challenge in here. So I go walking back there. And Joe twists
We
his...
get one back, but yeah, you know, my knee's been bad. I rolled my ankle on like a little clump of grass and then popped my knee out a
Yeah,
little
you
bit,
know,
so
it's
it got
bad.
real stiffed up.
Matter of fact, Tom thought that was awful suspicious that you did that.
What do you mean suspicious?
Like
My knee's been bad.
He thought that maybe you were in on it because you twisted all of a sudden and
Wait.
you didn't get, because he didn't get anything happening to him.
Wait.
Wow.
See, here we go.
No,
Here
no.
we go with you,
No,
Tony.
he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No.
No, I don't think that Joe did it. Tom was saying that
Yeah,
he.
here's the thing. My knee's been bad. You guys both know this for the last month and a half, 2 months.
I
And
know,
my
that's
knee's
what I
been
told you.
bad.
But
That's what
Like
I
so,
told him.
I have weak ankles.
Since
Yeah,
I've
they're
noticed.
grass-
So I.
Their grass over there is really clumpy.
It's got worse.
It is.
Yeah, so I rolled my ankle and it ended up popping my knee out a little bit, so it hurt. So I couldn't go anywhere. But either way, he got surrounded and got crushed.
Yeah, and the
With-
worst thing was, Ken, I'll tell you what. I go down there,
Crushed, dude.
and all of a sudden, Jeff yelled something. I think he yelled "swarm" or something like that. And then all of a sudden, I look over here, and Jesse's coming at me with a water gun. Oh, that's the other thing Tom said. Tom's like, yeah, Tom was like trying to really
what?
think that you
Why
had
you
something
trying-
good. 'Cause he
I
said,
had
Like,
my-
I feel like that you're half the reason
No,
why.
he said the water guns look just like the water guns that we have, right?
The
That
ones that I bought.
that he bought that I took from him.
Yeah.
I locked them up, and you never knew where I locked them up, did you?
No, I just figured I
Yeah,
assumed
no.
they were in one of your outbuildings.
I don't
Yeah,
think so,
right.
Tim.
Yeah, so I have them locked up. I have them locked up in my shop, right?
Oh, they're in the shop.
Yeah, and so I have them in a bag out there. So he thought it was him. Well, anyway, so I see him come running out with this water gun, and I'm like, oh great. Well, I got flip flops on, right?
Wait, hold on. So what, he thought I had to, did you check the bag?
Yeah, they're there. They're out in the building. Still.
Yeah, obviously, Tom.
I had my suspicions, Joe. I didn't say for sure that it absolutely was you, but I wanted to see if maybe Dad had some
It
similar
sounds like
ideas.
you
If
just-
maybe
Yeah,
it was the
that's what it
case.
seemed like to me. That
Stirring
he
the
was just
pot,
trying to start
dude.
something back up.
I'm not trying to start anything. I want to see if you noticed it. And you know, I admitted that maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, when we found the guns, he admitted he was wrong.
All
I'm like,
right. I get
I
it.
just wanted to know if maybe
I did.
there was more
But, I mean,
question marks
so-
going up.
I was supposed to get any pain on me, but you didn't get any pain on you either.
that's exactly what I told him.
You guys see what's going on here?
That's exactly what I told him.
Listen, they're still winning.
Exactly.
They're still
This
winning
is
right
what
now.
it
Yeah,
is.
Tom, quit letting them in the door.
Dude, they're still winning right now.
Absolutely.
Like, why are we letting them
Absolutely.
win?
So Jesse comes running at me with this gun. So I'm like, okay. And then the next thing I know, Oh, Ashley was there too.
Yeah.
Ashley,
Yeah.
Jesse,
Yeah.
JT,
There's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Well, 4 of them were shooting them.
and they're all
Oh, it's a family.
yeah. So they
affair
surrounded.
now.
They surrounded me. So I just closed my eyes and it was so freaking cold, man. It was all down my back and everything.
Wow.
Here,
Vinny.
it wasn't even water. I open my eyes, it's like
Dude.
paint.
He was covered. He was tie-dye.
Paint
Yeah.
shoots out of
He looked like a Woodstock poster.
That's genius if they figure out paint can shoot out
Well, it
of
wasn't regular paint. It was some kind of crap that they had.
dyed water or
And it
whatever.
was real. It was like slimy too.
He looked
So-
like a Woodstock poster, dude. Like he was
You got
tie-dyed.
tie-dyed.
Oh,
He was tie-dyed.
From my
He got
hand,
tie-dyed.
My whole butt. And JT's like, oh, I'm gonna get his butt crack, and he's shooting me in my butt
Oh
the
my
whole time.
God.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was.
They even soaked the cooler bag.
Yeah, the cooler bag.
cooler
Yeah,
bag,
cooler bag soaked.
yeah. I washed it. It all came out and
Oh, that's
everything,
good.
so that was good. Yeah.
Whatever they call it,
It must have been
non-disposable.
washable.
Yeah, washable.
Yeah.
Disappointed in JT.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
there's no poop involved, so it was a low prank for him.
But this goes to
Oh
show.
boy, he's turn his back on us.
But it goes to show us that
Family.
yeah. You know what though? He was on their side when got Joe. He's all about the pranks. Like
Yeah, he don't care who's
yeah.
facilitating it.
Yeah.
He'll just go in there and take it up a notch.
And this is the problem. They have way too many people. We got us. That's all we got is us.
Yeah, they have an army. We have a few soldiers
Yeah.
that are retired.
Yeah.
And that are kind of still in the service, but we're not.
I
really
see
in the
4 strong right here.
service. I like your confidence.
They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We can
No, they got Jackie too. They get Jackie all the time for their side.
She's
Wow,
wishy-washy, you know, either way.
And I don't know that Weber would be worth anything in a.
He'll slow us down.
Yeah,
if anything.
I think he was including Tom in the
Well, that
four
could
strong.
actually.
Yeah,
be
4 strong.
No, we could use him as a decoy.
Yeah, like he can be the lamb out there for slaughter.
Have him little sales pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, well we can
Yeah.
do. Well, guys, I feel like that we can do this and we can be fine.
He's a good hostess.
The host with Mrs.
You know
Speaking
what I
of
mean?
a good host, where's
We'll have him like distract them for a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A decoy.
where's
I
Diana?
don't know what we would do.
Oh, Diana?
Yeah.
And she left me.
She loved me. That was my love me, but love response. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out. And drop a like if you like. And comment down below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new. And click the bell to be notified below. And what? Bye.